Hello and welcome back to the colony with Man of the Ant. Something a little different today. We're going to take a quick review of the Antlion ModMic Wireless. First of all, I should say a massive thank you to Antlion for providing the ModMic Wireless so I could take a look at it and use it, and I'll get into why I use it in just a minute. Most people are going to pick up the ModMic Wireless if they have a very decent set of headphones which maybe doesn't have a microphone, or the microphone's broken, or maybe it's got a microphone but the microphone's totally trash and they want something that's a bit more professional sounding, a bit higher quality. So the ModMic Wireless comes in there. You can stick it to your headphones, you can use it as a wireless microphone, so you can add that microphone functionality to any set of headphones you may wish. I needed it for a very different reason. You're probably aware that a little while back I got given a Quest 2 by 4VR, Forever, sorry, pronounced it wrong immediately. So thank you again to those guys. The reason a lot of people with the Quest 2, a lot of content creators with the Quest 2 prefer to have a third-party microphone is that when you record with the Quest 2, you can't separate the audio tracks. So if you're recording using the Oculus Quest 2, the Meta Quest 2, never gonna get used to that, the Meta Quest 2's built-in microphone, you record the microphone and the game audio on the same single audio track, so you can then not adjust the levels after in post, as us fancy content creators like to say. Having a third-party microphone or a separate microphone means that you can record the microphone audio and the game audio in separate tracks. So if the game audio is too loud or the microphone's too loud or whatever you want to do, you can adjust those levels. I also do a little bit of fancy work to make sure that the game audio dips in volume when I'm talking, so I can have some reasonable game volume and also have the microphone be nice and clear when I'm talking. So that's why I use it. So for that purpose, it's incredibly useful. So thank you again to Antlion for providing it, because without it, I would struggle a little bit to get my Quest 2 videos sounding quite decent. I'd have to drop the game audio down quite a lot to make sure that the microphone audio was hearable. It's not really a word, but we're going to go with it. And there's always a chance that you do something wrong, the game audio is too loud, excuse me, and it's going to ruin your whole video, which is obviously a massive, massive pain. So this is where the ModMic Wireless comes in. So what do you get with the ModMic Wireless? Well, we'll run through the shebang, shall we? You get this wonderful carry case, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I should also say that my webcam that I use to do the videos, I normally use it for a live stream, obviously, with a tiny little window, so it doesn't matter too much. Although the quality isn't too bad, it is a HD camera, it does go up to 1080p. I tend to find that the focal length isn't all that good, and it's not very good at doing any sort of close-up stuff. So when we come to the fancier components, I will be using static images taken on my phone, so it's just a bit higher quality, so you can get a bit of a better idea of what it looks like. So anyway, you get a case to carry everything in. Wonderful. You get a USB wireless receiver with a little sync button and some status LED lights on just there. Sorry, I was looking at the camera recording rather than at the webcam. That's because I'm professional. Yeah, you get little LED status lights on there. You also get an extension cable and some clips for this as well, which I found very useful, because you want to be able to see these, because this tells you whether you're muted or not and whether it's actually connected or not, which obviously helps, but you should be able to tell that from your recordings. So yeah, I want to be able to see this, but I don't want to take up my front USB port, so the extension cable and the clips means I can clip it to my desk, still see it. Wonderful, love it. You get a USB charging cable, you get some alcohol wipes. This is the microphone itself, so this is where I'll probably swap over to using the actual static higher quality images, but this is the microphone itself. So to run through what the microphone has, it has a USB charging port, a USB micro charging port I think it is, not USB-C, but we've all got about 1,000 of those cables lying around. It's got a magnetic clasp on the back there. It has a power button on the side, which you can also use as a mute button, so tapping it mutes, and it's got some status LEDs around there to tell you the charging and mute status and everything like that. It's got the microphone end, it's got a little pop filter, and then on the back of the microphone, it's got a little switch to switch between omni and unidirectional. If you don't know what those mean, unidirectional is one direction, so it'll pick up sound pretty much just that's pointing towards this side of the microphone, where it would be if you were using it. Omnidirectional means it'll pick up sound from everywhere. Most people, again, are going to want to use unidirectional. I can't think of a lot of use cases for using a headset microphone with omnidirectional sound. Maybe if you had some sort of third-party hardware that produced sound that you wanted to capture, you might use it for that, but 99.9% of the time, you're going to want the unidirectional. So that is the microphone. I'm going to show you now my Oculus Quest 2. Obviously, I've already been using this, so I can't show you the bits separate. Again, I'm probably using the static images for this. You won't get to see my wonderful face. So we have a little magnetic clasp here. This obviously comes separate in the case when you get your ModMic Wireless. You also get a couple of adhesive pads, so you can give it something a bit better to stick to, because the Quest 2, in case you're not aware, is very curved, very curved. So having that adhesive pad just gives it a bit of a bigger surface area to attach to. So I have stuck mine here. It is stuck to the, I guess the outside, I'd say, the outside of the power button. I've seen people stick them a bit further back, so the microphone curves down in a bit more of a, what I class a natural microphone angle. Some people I've seen, if you have a different headset strap, attach it to the strap itself. I've put it right there. So when I attach the ModMic Wireless using the magnetic clasp, it sits down at basically a, not quite a 90-degree angle, but it's not far off. It's like 85 degrees, isn't it? And it just curves around a little bit, so it's closer to my mouth, obviously not directly in front of my mouth, because it'll pick up a lot of popping and wind noises. And that's it. That is the ModMic Wireless. It is as simple as that. It is entirely plug and play. You plug the receiver into your, obviously mine's a Windows 10 PC, plug it into your Windows 10 PC, it works immediately, basically. You just hold down the power button for like a second to turn it on, hold it down for a second or two to turn it off. You can tap it to mute, like I say, and that's all you really need to know. It's wonderful. So here is a little audio comparison. Like I say, most people with the Quest 2 aren't going to need the ModMic Wireless, because most people aren't going to be recording audio and need it in separate tracks. That's mainly for content creators. So I'm going to give you a little comparison of the Quest 2 mic versus the ModMic audio. Like I say, there isn't a huge amount of difference between the Quest 2 microphone. Is actually pretty decent. It's just that it's not very suitable for me because I can't separate those audio tracks out. But if you had, like I say, a very bad microphone, my old headset that I used to use that you might have seen on streams, where I used to have the microphone that was constantly pointing up, which was it was actually a Skullcandy Player 1, PLYR1, which is essentially rebranded Astros, and the headset sounded amazing. It was nice and tight in my ears, the audio quality was fantastic, but the microphone was entirely trash. If you go back to my very first video on the channel, which was Planet Coaster, that used that microphone and it sounded just entirely awful. So if I had, at that point in my life, if this existed and I knew about it and I was going to carry on doing mainly flat screen games and I had that headset still, this would be amazing. It would be exactly what you wanted to turn that amazing headset into a VoIP compatible headset, I suppose would be the correct phrase. So let's swap over and have a little bit of an audio comparison, shall we? So here I am with the Quest 2 on. You can see the ModMic Wireless attached there to the magnetic clasp I fixed to the side. It probably made a bit of a noise when I touched it then, sorry about that. You can see that it comes down close to my mouth, but doesn't come in front of my mouth or in front of my nose, so it shouldn't be capturing any breathy sounds. It is obviously a bit flexible, so you can move it around to get it exactly where you need. So I'm recording the Quest 2's audio, microphone audio. I'm recording the ModMic's audio, microphone audio, obviously it's microphone audio. I'm also recording my desktop microphone's audio, so just for a comparison. It's not necessarily a fair comparison. I use a Blue Yeti, so it's not a particularly expensive model. In fact, I think it's cheaper than the ModMic Wireless. Obviously it isn't wireless, but it is designed for a very different purpose and designed to be, it's probably going to be a bit higher quality, I would imagine, although I've not tested it yet, than the ModMic or the Quest 2. Although again, both are very, very decent. It's not going to be your cheap headset audio. So let's do a little bit of a test to see how they sound. So first of all, we'll do the Quest 2's audio first. So Quest 2, welcome to the colony with Man of the Antz. The ModMic Wireless, welcome to the colony with Man of the Antz. And the Blue Yeti, welcome to the colony with Man of the Antz. So hopefully what that showed is that the quality of the ModMic Wireless is comparable to or even better than the Quest 2's mic. Again, this isn't the kind of use case that most of you guys are going to be using it for. It's going to be used for headphones. But if you are a content creator or you do recording and you do want to have to separate the audio on the Quest 2 from the microphone audio, this is exactly the perfect solution for you. Couldn't recommend it enough. It's saved my bacon already. I've only done a few Quest 2 videos and it's saved my bacon a few times already. It's, as far as I'm concerned, if you're recording Quest 2's videos, this is an absolute requirement. Or, you know, other microphones exist to attach to your Quest 2. You could use a lapel mic or something, but this is the one that a lot of people use, and a lot of people use it for a reason, because it is very, very good. So, let's take the Quest 2 off now. like that, and I look at the state of my hair. Yeah, I haven't had a haircut in many months now, so my hair is a little bit of a mess, so I apologize for that. So there we go. That is a quick review of the Antlion ModMic Wireless. Again, a massive thank you to Antlion for providing the ModMic Wireless so I could actually use it in my recordings. And like I say, it is an essential part of my Quest 2 recording now, and I could not recommend it enough if you either record using the Quest 2 or if you need a microphone solution to go with your existing headphones, which may have a bad or non-existent microphone solution. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed that. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. If you use the ModMic Wireless or you use a comparable one, let me know down below in the comments. It'd be wonderful to hear your thoughts on that. Don't forget I stream on Wednesdays at 7:15 PM UK time. It'd be wonderful to see you there. Otherwise, I will catch you later in yet another video in some other magical VR adventure. And as always, thank you very much for joining me.